everybody. Welcome to my stop along the Cherry on Top hop today. We have a super fun theme today. So for today's theme, we are doing cherries, which is so cute. I am going to be creating a traveler's notebook spread, and I'm going to be documenting being on a Cherry on Top's design team, which I think was perfect to go with this theme. So I have 4 colors of ink: Spruce, Rouge, Grass Skirt, and Rockin' Red. And then I have this adorable Avery Elle stamp set and some of my favorite Basil Coconut Smooth cardstock. And that's it. And we are going to create a layout just with those products. And it's going to be fabulous. I'm going to start by cutting down the white paper. So I want 2 sheets that will be for either side of my traveler's notebook spread, and then I'm going to use a little bit of another sheet, another scrap piece in a minute. But first, let's do some stamping. So I'm going to take this large cherry image from the stamp set. I'm going to stamp it 3 times, and I'm actually going to mess it up the 3rd time. And not only did I leave my mistake in the video, but I left how I fixed the mistake in the video. I did have a little bit of a video snafu. I kept the time-lapse video on for longer than I meant to because I was so in the zone of scrapbooking and creating this spread that I forgot to switch it back to regular video. So we're going to have to do like a little speed talking through that. But that's okay. In the end, it all turns out just fine. Here's where I'm going to mess up the stamping. I kind of smudged the ink and smudged the stamping, but it's okay. We're going to just move on. So I've set this stamping aside for now because I want to give that ink time to soak in and dry really good because we're going to do some coloring with alcohol markers. And I want to make sure that detail ink, my black ink, is good and dry. I know that when it's completely dry, then you can color it with alcohol inks and it will be just fine. But it does need to be thoroughly dry before you start to color. So I am just setting that aside, taking some blending brushes, and I am blending both the Rockin' Red and the Rouge colors into this cardstock. I'm going to use this as a matte, almost like a matte later on. Okay, we're coloring. I told you. All right, lots of colors. I'm just coloring all the cherries with my alcohol markers. And then I'm going to take a black pen from my stash, and I'm going to add details that are going to completely mask where I messed the stamping up. Then I'm going to take some of the cute sentiments from the paper from the stamp set, and I'm going to stamp a couple cute sentiments. I'm going to mask off a second set of cherries, and I'm going to ink them and then fussy cut them out. And that was a lot. See, I told you I had to be like Mighty Mouse. Now we're back to normal. I can just talk normally now. I want to use that beautiful panel of cardstock that I colored with the inks as a place to house my journaling. So I'm stamping this really old stamp that just wanders around my scrapbook room, and I use it for all kinds of journaling spots. I love it. I have no clue where it came from. I have no clue who makes it, but it's just like a fabulous size, and it is well loved. So I am just stamping with my black lines, and then I'm going to go ahead and kind of trim around the edges and mat it to that piece of white cardstock that I colored with the inks. I'm not going to do my journaling on camera today. I'm going to save it for a little bit later on. But I just wanted to go ahead and document being on the team and how I feel about it and how it kind of is like a dream come true. So all good things, nothing bad. But I decided that I would save the journaling for a calmer time in my house right now. Things are crazy and hectic, and I'm really hoping that I can get through this voiceover without somebody yelling or hollering for me right now. So I'm going to go ahead and trim up my journaling spot here, and then we can get to the rest of my spread. In addition to the photo of the design team, I also grabbed this cute little graphic from Pinterest. So I actually have a sign that says this. It says keep calm and cherry on. I have a cute little sign that I found at a store that says that, and I have it hanging in my craft room, and it's so cute. So I really wanted to kind of add that little bit of detail or that little saying to my spread, because I think it's so cute, and it means something completely different when you kind of add the craft store idea behind it. Now I added those little accent lines to the stamp side of my page simply because I had messed up that one stamp and I wanted to kind of cover up my mistake. So I'm going to add those exact same lines in the exact same places to this side and to this set of cherries as well for consistency, and also to reemphasize the fact that I intentionally meant to smudge my ink in that spot. Sure. And then I'm going to add the little saying up at the top. And the last thing I'm going to do is so I have those little kind of detail black lines, and what I decided I want to do is to add a little bit of highlights to my cherries as well. So I'm going to come in with my Arteza white gel pen and add little highlights. I waited to do this. I knew that I wanted to do this the whole time, but I waited till the end to make sure that all of my inks were really good and dry, or else you won't get those nice bright white highlight light lines. It'll all soak in. So I am just going to go ahead and put those little highlights onto my cherries, and we're going to call this all done. Thank you so very much for joining me today. Make sure to head down below in the description and hop along with everybody on the hop today. If you leave a comment at each stop along the hop, you can win a gift certificate. So we have one gift certificate winner every month from our cherry hops, and it's super fun. Have a wonderful day, everyone. And I hope that you have a fabulous August. Lots of fun things coming your way from all of us here. Have a great day. Bye.